Tell 'em Tribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, Gemini. I am Cherokee with Tell 'em Tribe Tarot, coming to you with another reading. This one is going to be a love reading, talking about what is next for you in love. We're asking our spirit guides, beautiful angels, tarot cards, ancestors to provide us with the guided messages for Gemini to let them know what is next for them in love. Obviously, this is my Gemini single, so take what resonates and leave behind what does not. You can book a reading via the link that's in the description. Turn on post notifications. Click a like on the video to show some love. Drop a comment to say hello to a goddess, because you know I love it when you say hello. And subscribe to my channel because we are growing. And growth is so good, even when it's difficult. So we want to talk about what is happening next for Gemini in love. Gemini, I know that you are looking for that feeling of being grounded with someone who is on the same energy length as you are. And I feel an energy of someone who is opening up their heart to new expectations, new desires, new everything, just brand new. And you just want to know what's next for you in love, because if you feel so good and you're projecting healthy energy, then why wouldn't you attract a healthy love, right? I agree. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with you. What's next for Gemini in love, Spirit? So currently, Gemini, you're tying up loose ends with the Ten of Wands energy. I feel like you've been taking on a lot of things to ensure that you're caring for and seeing to all of your responsibilities. I feel like you are being more responsible, not because this is not something that you weren't already aware of. That's important to just sustain your life and be a responsible adult and human being. But you are taking care to put your heart and your passion to work. That's where you're at with it right now. And I know, in the recent past, you may have felt overwhelmed. And some days you still do, because that's what happens when you take on a lot of things and don't enlist a lot of people to help. And it literally does feel like the world is on your shoulders some days. And sometimes I even feel like someone is not even getting sleep. But you are in a much greater, righteous, fulfilling, safe, but perfect space to move to the next level of whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, Gemini. I feel like you have toiled very long through everything that you've experienced, and your whole objective was taking what you can grasp from each circumstance so that it would not be an experience that you can say, you know what, I wish I didn't go through that. So right now you're in the process of closing out or completing a chapter in your life where you're struggling. I feel like your struggling is going to come to an end. And I feel like that's what planted this seed now, where you can start to see with a clear mind and no longer be in this Eight of Swords energy, holding yourself back from seeing what's in front of you, holding yourself back from explaining how you feel and feeling trapped in your circumstances. I feel like you are embracing where you are because you're elevating, and no matter what that looks like, and no matter how difficult it gets some days, you are advancing past this. Some of you may have felt as if you can't do any better than what you're doing right now, because no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get there. And if you only just had someone to share your life with, some of you were feeling as if life wasn't bringing, or the universe wasn't bringing you your person because you weren't deserving of it, because you weren't where you needed to be in life as yet. And that is farthest from the truth. It's just that you weren't seeing your true self. And when you don't see self and you get disconnected from source, you don't see anything but shadows in your reflection. A shadowy, blurry vision. All the lines are blurred, and you don't realize who is there for you and who's not. So instead of trying to work through things in the past, you kind of just left things at a standstill and leaving it to fate, so to speak. But now you're taking the reins in your hands, and you are overcoming these obstacles and realizing that you weren't seeing what was in front of you because you were in such a dark place. And now that you're taking initiative, love is on the way. And you should be pretty excited about it, because Gemini, you are well deserving of this love. You are well deserving of anything that is good and feels good for a change, something that you don't feel that you have to compromise yourself for. This is just a different kind of environment for you. Now, who is coming towards Gemini, or what is Gemini to expect in love in the near future? What is Gemini to expect in love in the near future? Who or what is Gemini to expect in love in the near future? I'm a little curious too, Gemini. I don't know. 8 of Cups. So you're going to meet someone who is going through their transformational phase as well. I feel like someone from the past is going to reappear, and you're going to think, it must have been meant for us to be together, because you walked away from the people that you left me for, and now you're back. But I just have to throw a little, I gotta pass you the dice in this little dice game, Gemini, and let you know that that's crap. This person coming back, you need to be very mindful of the things that they say in comparison to the things that they do, and how they apologize, and if they are taking strides towards becoming a better version of themselves, because they see that you're shining and you are no longer messing with them, and you are choosing peace over confusion. They want to come back and apologize, possibly for the wrong reason. So with this 8 of Cups energy, you have to be mindful of walking away and staying away from a past that no longer means you any well, that manipulated you and left you in a space that you could barely describe in words enough to say how you feel to another person, or how you felt to another person about what you've experienced. So for this person to come back and try to, bogart their way into what you have going on, be very mindful of that. So you do or may have somebody coming back from the past to tell you, hey, I've been, thinking about us and the things that I've done wrong, and I want to try again. But be very careful with this particular energy that I'm picking up on. We're going to move that energy up a little bit and out of your face, as you should, and allow your spirit guides to handle the situation. And, speak from your heart with this person if you even feel the need to speak from your heart. But this person was watching you from a distance, Gemini, and they seen you glow up, or they seen your absence as literal pain, like hurt, like stab in the heart. Like, this person has so many other options. This person wants to keep everyone for themselves and every experience that they have for themselves, and they want to drag you back into that experience. Now, they may be remorseful for the fact that you're no longer with them and that you decided to walk away from them, which is why they're back, but they may not be back with too much of anything. So your guides are saying this is not the person that we're talking about in this reading. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, all any goddamn sign of an ex, basically, that comes back with negative energy and bringing you this distorted energy, trying to infiltrate your life again while you are in this space of attracting a love that you deserve, and a person who will see you and respect you for who you are, and not try to control a narrative with lies and manipulation. So be very careful about this person that's trying to bring you back into this energy of a relationship with them when they are still trying to figure out who they want and how they want them. I do see though that this Ace of Cups energy is coming from this person, but also coming from your future person, someone who wants you to win, someone who's probably been watching you from a distance, or who has known of you through other people but never really got the opportunity to speak with you. They see that you are like, you're like a breath of fresh air. Duh, Gemini, air sign. Gemini. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. You might attract another Gemini or Aquarius or Libra. Also a Pisces or another, not the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that I'm talking about from the past, but possibly a new Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, someone with water signs in their chart that sees you for you. And I feel like this would be an amazing connection as far as just bonding on an intimate level that doesn't involve sex. Like the creative energy between you two are eccentric and out of this world. Something that feels like home, something that feels like best friends, and you don't even have to have sex to be intimate. That's what's coming towards you, Gemini. I feel like you are still mourning the loss of someone from the past, but not in the same way that you were yesterday. And when I say yesterday, I'm not saying like definitively or what's the word that I'm looking for? I'm not saying literally like yesterday. I'm just saying, like, in the past, you've been mourning the loss of someone and not seeing what was in front of you, not realizing that there are people who care about you. More importantly, that if you care about yourself enough and show your self-care and self-love, that you could get through any obstacle and circumstance. And you're still seeing that, how important it is to pay attention to what's in front of you and realize that life comes at you in the way that you think about it. And sometimes we see things and create obstacles that are bigger than they really are. And you've done a lot of that with overthinking about things that you couldn't change. And we've talked about that in previous readings, Gemini. So I feel like coming to this closure, this part in your life where you are closing a chapter and you are going to open a segue of love from every angle, and it's gonna catch you by surprise. And you coming up out of this Five of Cups energy where you may feel as if, or may have felt as if, you could not overcome these emotions of grief and of separation and emotional insecurity and so many things that weren't positive and energetically thriving for you due to this relationship that broke you a bit because someone may have been dishonest, or you had to leave for your sanity, or it was like the right person, wrong time, or you just felt like this person did not see you for who you were, just for who they thought they could make you or mold you into, or this person just had a lot going on and never kept a G. Whatever the case may be, this situation has you in like a it had a hold on you where you wouldn't see the light of day. And now that you've overcome that, love is coming your way, and it's coming your way fast. And not only that, because of this new energy that's coming towards you, it's going to open up doors for you in other ways. Because when you feel good and you meet people that you care about and they expand their mind, they expand your mind with their perspectives, and they come from different walks of lives, and they come to you with this new energy that inspires you to take action on the things that you're doing. But I just feel like someone is going to invest in what you have going on. It might not be the same person that's coming to sweep you off your feet and show you a life that you've never lived with another person. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you live vicariously through writing, or you live vicariously through thinking or traveling, literally, or mind travel. But I feel like this person is gonna put it in your life and show you some. It's like you on attracting money spree, and you're attracting money in the bank. Shout out what you drink. Like, you are attracting money in the bank, but you're attracting money, wealth. You're attracting people who take care in caring for others emotionally, and taking care of their friends and taking care of people in general. I feel like this person that's coming, that's gonna love on you the way that they love on their mother or their parental figure. So I feel like this is just an amazing space for you to be in, Gemini. Your spirit guides are saying don't psych yourself out as you sometimes do with overthinking it, or thinking that, oh, this person might be too good to be true. Don't jump into anything too quickly that would have you to believe that this person may not be honest with you. I feel like this moon energy is just reflecting on the Pisces energy that may be coming back into your life to try to bring you under or bring you back with them because they see that you're flourishing. You may end up posting, you know, your endeavors online and hurting this person's feelings, and they see that you living without them and they're just taking that shit really hard. Fuck them, Gemini. Not literally. Don't you do it. Not unless you can do it without no feelings, and we know that's not true. Move on, Gemini. Keep moving forward. If you have to have any conversations with the past, by all means do so, boo-boo. But don't you take it to the level where you go back into lands where you've healed from, and then now you got to call Mayday, SOS, and shoot flares to come and get you up out of the land of depression and indecisiveness again. So Gemini, this is amazing. Like, life is going to change in a remarkable way for you. Stability, emotional stability, manifesting what you said you would, putting in hard work, and then being able to welcome love in a way that is abundant and that helps you to grow as an individual, where you see someone that's finally going to be reflecting you. So let's go ahead and pull a couple oracle cards from the Island Wellness deck. Yeah, that totally bombed. Let's try this shit again. There we go. I shuffled it a few times before I started the reading, but let's shuffle it a couple more times. I like for y'all to see that your guides are speaking to you. Your guides are speaking to you. That one was left. So, girl with the snake, empath and narcissist. Being charmed or used, enable boundaries. So Gemini, definitely set boundaries for yourself. Everyone that you meet that doesn't agree with you or may give you a feeling that you felt before from someone who may not have been as healthy in a relationship with you in the past is not necessarily a narcissist. I hear someone like uses the word narcissist lightly, and a narcissist is just a person who uses people until they can't no more, and then they move on to the next person. They have no type of emotional connection, at least not anything that is genuine, and that is tied from childhood traumas and all kind of shit. You could Google that shit and watch all the videos that they have on it. But if you are suffering at the hands of a narcissist or have suffered at the hands of a narcissist and you recovered, your guys are just saying, make sure that you set clear boundaries this time around. So just in case, you know, the parts of you that's not fully healed attracts a similar energy like that again in the near future, that's masked as someone who is sunny, bright, and beautiful, you'll be able to draw the line in the sand right away and delete, block, and all that good shit and keep it moving. So it's just saying, be on your P's and Q's. Self-indulgence. Focus on yourself, self-worth. Keep healing, shadow worth, self-appreciation. Keep working on your self-love, and you will not sell yourself short when the time comes to share your space with someone else. Let's take a look at a message from your ex, because you know you love hearing from them, even though you know you're not going to rock with them. I do feel like a lot of you don't give a damn about hearing from them, but I love pulling cards just to show you that, hey, it really doesn't matter what they say or what they do. It all matters about what you're doing, how you're feeling, where you're going, and where you're growing and how you're growing, because growth is important, isn't it not, Gemini? I wish I could share my good news with you, and you don't want them to share their good news with you, at least not right now. But if they reach out, Gemini, of which this person is going to try to share the good news with you, make sure that they have a point, you set a boundary, and you allow this person to, and you let this person know that you ain't on that no more, because you have better things coming, big things popping, little things stopping, whatever the fuck you say on that thing. know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card, and then we're going to go ahead and close this reading out for you, Gemini. I appreciate you for sitting through this thing. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications, because you know I post to this thing daily unless I'm recharging, and I do that from time to time. So Spirit, please provide me with the closing oracle card message for Gemini. Please provide me with the closing oracle card message for Gemini. Boom. Transformation. Need I say more? This is self-explanatory. Gemini, you've been moving, you've been, jiving, you've been making sure that you are handling your self-love routines. You are speaking life into other people. You are recognizing your faults, taking responsibility, account, and ownership. I said account. Maybe you just open up a bank account, or you're holding yourself accountable for any and everything that you may have done wrong, and also taking responsibility for the things that you've done right and giving yourself kudos for that. Transformations are important for you to elevate, constantly change, forward ever, backward ever, Gemini. And that's all that I have for you this evening. I love y'all, and we'll talk soon. Love and light, tribe.